Nigga, if I ain't had
What's up,
something to do,
Bluejay?
if I ain't had something to do, bro, I'd probably go like 6 more. How many hours are we on? Yeah, 6 more.
Hey,
Yeah.
King Shinar, go on,
Easily,
cut on some of them cell phones and bring them views up and hit that like
easily,
button while you're at it.
easily
And start
6 more.
tapping.
King Shenard, right? Easily 6 more, King Shenard. Like I'm a different nigga, King Shenard, bro. It's probably very difficult for you. Know what I'm saying?
Man,
Like
King Shinar
I
know he
don't,
can come up here. I don't know why he trying to be the lawyer.
I'm ready to fight, nigga. A different nigga.
That is so retarded to me how we on YouTube trying to be lawyer to channels and things of that nature. I think you your best advertisement and your appearance should be the most, for any channel. You know what I'm saying? I might be the
Hey,
ugliest
hey,
nigga on
hey.
YouTube.
Hold on, Snake. I got Ryan up here. He hasn't been up here. And I want to hear what Ryan has to say about a couple things that Stanley has to say. You heard what he said about my daughter, Stanley?
Me?
Yeah.
I didn't hear any of that, and I think
Right.
any personal stuff should not be discussed ever.
Well, what he said, hold on, Stanley. What he said, Ryan, what he said was he thought I was a virulent racist. And so I said, well, why keep streaming on a virulent racist stream? He said people told him to leave my channel. And I said, well, why stay on my channel when you know that I'm a virulent racist and people advising you not to stream with me? And he said, but what really killed him, Bluejay, since you're up here, like, I've been going probably, I don't know, 6 hours, 7 hours. I ain't pulled up. Have I put up a video clip of anyone else's content yet? I tried my best not to do that shit. Have I pulled up a video clip of anyone else's content yet? Have I? I did. I pulled up that African about maintenance.
Maybe a few hours ago.
That one, but that was to prove a point, and I didn't even need that shit. I needed 30 seconds of that nigga saying, well, I don't know nothing about maintenance. And so what, 9 hours? Nigga.
It's been quite a long day.
Okay.
I think.
I don't give a fuck. Nigga, I did 20 hours.
What's up, Bluejay?
I'm a different nigga.
Sorry if I was interrupting. I couldn't hear anything. So
I even got my haters. Tell it. Bro, see, this is what is different about me and everybody else, Bluejay. I am a different nigga. Like, I don't have no problem calling myself that.
yeah, I know. I'm enjoying hearing you talk.
Here you go, y'all.
Nigga, I don't give a fuck about no monetization. I said, baboon. I sure did, nigga, up this bitch. I don't give a fuck. I got
that was crazy. I remember that.
Nigga. Ain't nobody who fuck go all over in there. Who got the dead niggas?
I remember you cleaning all that out after. That was brave.
Trying to define the triple double was interesting today. That was interesting.
Nigga trying to describe the triple double. I got that.
The triple double. So that was a new one for sure.
Is that Ryan?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How's it going, Bluejay?
Oh, good. How you doing? It's been a while since I've seen you.
Yeah.
Hey, Saucy.
Bluejay, you heard me going hard at art, and I saw you, Bluejay. I saw you up on the panel. I said, damn, that Bluejay, like, that's white guilt right there. Don't take it the wrong way, Bluejay, because I don't call it
about art.
Hold on, I'll explain.
Okay.
I saw you up on the panel, and them niggas were fucking going full nigger. JP and T, they were going full nigger. And I heard you up on the panel. You said John Galt is watching.
Yeah, I said John Galt's right. JP takes over the shows and nobody talks him. Yeah, I did.
She said John Galt right.
And nobody heard me. Nobody even heard me.
Why did they?
I heard.
Because they were just talking. Well, okay, let me say it this way: the people that were yelling over me didn't hear.
I wasn't on the sound though.
Well, here's why I went up, because when JP said your mama should die because she dated a light-skinned guy to T, and then T said, well, your mom's already dead. And I said, well, you might not want to say that. Yeah, I said, and he's told the story. He was a little kid, and all this stuff. And he's told it like vulnerable. So I just said, hey, you might want to just think about. Don't say something you're gonna regret in the chat. I'm like, that's a little far. Like, when we're angry, we need to take a minute to think about it, because we can't take our words back. Like, that's what I was always taught. So I was just saying that just as like a friend, And I guess it came across as, oh, you always defend JP and you love JP and that he could do no wrong and you support degenerate black man. I'm like, no, this is funny.
But what I wanted to talk about, I don't give a fuck about none of them niggas.
Okay. Yeah, that's why I was up there, though. I didn't feel white guilt. I was being accused of feeling white guilt.
What you said, though, I caught you. I heard you. You said, John Galt's watching.
Yeah, you were in the chat. I saw you. Didn't you come up in the chat maybe?
And what did you? But why were you telling them niggas to shut up?
Well, I honestly, they called me up there. I didn't want to go up there because I don't like that kind of fighting. But I was just telling T, this has nothing to do with me defending JP. This is just as a friend telling you, you might not want to say that. That's pretty, in my opinion, that's crazy to say.
But nigga, you here for the T homegirl. I'm gonna tell you, John.
Yeah, we're friends. T and I are cool.
Homegirl.
I love T. We can, you know, go back and forth and still be friends.
They stick together now. They get to fight and everything. I've been there.
That's what I told her. Like, I would tell my sister or my best friend the same thing. Like, I would only tell people I care about, take a minute and don't say something in public that you regret, right? So that's a friend thing to say. That's how I meant it. But it was kind of taken like I did have, you know, it was taken as race, which first of all had nothing to do with race at all. It was just a principle. Don't say something you're going to regret, especially online. And so that was it. And you don't take my advice if you don't want. But it's taken as, oh, you defend black men that are.
One second, Bluejay. I want to begin. When you said to the blacks, why you
make them hate me? No, stop it.
I know they're gonna hate you.
I don't want them to hate me.
They hate you too, Bluejay. I'm be honest with you. If you want to stay ingratiated with the niggas, Bluejay, I bring it to these niggas too rough and raw. And you probably should exit stage left, not because I have any problem with you, but I got.
No, I don't have to own your. You have your opinion. It has nothing to do with me.
Bluejay, I'm telling you, as a white person, I got some real raw, uncut dope, and it'll drive a nigga crazy. Because they want to act like they don't see these things, and I smear it in their face. And like honestly, I'm telling you tonight, if you go back on Bombard's panel, you're gonna get asked about this. Because I show the niggas at their worst. I don't give a fuck how much money they make. I show the average black person at their worst, and it's very, very difficult for blacks to deal with. And the tribal-like crowd. And look at this.
You think they're tribal? I think a lot of disagreement and like, you know, just like anybody else. But I don't really have like I just don't think a lot in like terms of race. I know people are like, oh, that's a lie. I mean, of course, but I don't think of like when I like someone. So I don't think of like people as the blacks. Like I don't think they're like that. And a lot of people I've known for like 3 years at this point. So yeah, I have made some like real friends. I think, you know, YouTube friends. But so I mean, but I still have strong opinions. Sometimes people do get annoyed by me. So, but it's okay. But yeah, I value your opinion. And like I said, I don't have to necessarily.
Hey, Bluejay, do you find it interesting that the blacks are using a lot of JP's content?
I think JP is just so entertaining that he just is like always the content. Like you said he is the content, right? Like I caught on to that phrase when you said that, and I was like, that's so true.
Wait a minute. Say that one more time.
You said he is the content.
And you said what?
I agree with that. He just always doing up to something. He's always some adventure, right? So it's always like if people review it and discuss it, there's something to talk about. So it's like a go-to. But it does seem a little bit weird. Yeah, I agree with you. It's like he's doing his thing on his live, and then everybody's copying it, and he's not really benefiting from that whole lot. So
did you tell him that he should start charging people? Was that you? You wrote something to that effect in some stream, right?
I think so. Yeah, I think I did. Like maybe I was like, oh, I can't remember exactly. It was kind of a joking way, like, oh, everybody needs to pay him or something like that. Yeah, not like an actual business advice, but yes, I think if there is a way, which I don't know how all this works that well, but he should have some control over his, you know, content. And like,
what I want to point out to you guys, Bluejay and Angry Snowman, two probably very different people, both find value in JP's content, his raw original content.
Mhm.
Take from that what you will. He can easily appeal to white people without even having to fucking think about it. Right? It's two white people, black and a white man and a woman.
I think I kind of know why.
Why?
At least I have a theory. I think because we don't have to feel like we have to own it. You know, like I noticed a lot of the things that I hear, the black things, they'll be like, those are everybody's like one, and same with like the sister, for instance. If a black woman does something, it doesn't matter. You have to like side with her. And so I think we just see it for what it is. It's funny, it's entertaining, he's cool, he makes everybody laugh, he's awesome. Like, but it's not like we feel like oh no, he's embarrassing us. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you don't feel like JP is embarrassing you.
No, I think JP is hilarious, and I don't have a problem with him. Well, he has 3 kids. I think people judge him too harshly for that. If he was a single mother, nobody would say a word. With 3 kids, you know. So I think they just I think maybe it's part of it's haters, you know, they're just kind of jealous maybe or something, like, because he is entertaining and funny. But JP, part of it.
Hey, let me ask you this though. I want to drill in a little bit deeper to what you're saying. You said JP is entertaining to you.
Yeah, actually, JP and I kind of like developed like a friendship, like you know, honestly, like, but I find him to be like a good person, but I also find him to be funny. Yeah.
Hey, so American Man says this on his channel, in the comments. He has control on his channel. He can monetize his minstrel show at all times. Now,
okay, yeah. So that
now you were in JP's chat when he went live, and what did you say to JP? Let American Man know what you said.
Was this yesterday when I said come over to Bob's when you're done?
No, you said JP should start charging these people. Correct?
Oh, okay, yeah. I was like, yeah, I forget exactly how I said it, but it's like y'all should be paying him or something like that. Yeah. And
yesterday in Bob's channel and NCT's channel at the same damn time,
and DJ Witch Doctors too.
What is it?
JP was actually on DJ Witch Doctors for quite a while last night. Yeah, the first day covered it.
I am. You will agree that I'm probably on to something. Would you agree?
Yes, I totally agree.
And what do you think I'm on to?
Well, I think you're on to like just, you mean just with JP or like? Yeah, I mean you've really highlighted the fact that he is the content that everybody brings him back, even if they say that they think he's ridiculous, they can't get enough of him. Like, and I'm not saying like just people that are watching him, he's funny. So I mean, people can judge him all they want, but regardless, they're focusing on him. So,
well, what percentage of people are laughing with him versus at him? Like in other words, like he's like a clown in a way, right?
Stop. It doesn't fucking matter.
Right.
I think it does.
No, people don't laugh at him. They just get mad in the chat. They're not laughing.
That's the next thing. See, Ryan, what you don't understand, and I've showed you these videos yesterday and 2 days before, what you don't understand, a big black alpha nigga like that dominates weak niggers. I'm telling you the real.
Well, when I went to DJ Witch Doctors last, because I've been on DJ Witch Doctors panel a few times even, so it's kind of familiar over there, and I immediately saw they were JP, and I started making like, I'm like, he's so crazy, he's funny, you know, making like the laughing emojis. And people were like, you find this funny? And like, I would say 75% of his chat was mad at him.
But
okay, go ahead.
Doesn't fucking matter.
Right.
The motherfuckers would be back tomorrow and the day after tomorrow because JP is unstrained nigger shit.
Yeah, DJ's panel or his views, everything was popping off because JP.
It's not as surprising me that JP made it to Tasha K or whatever.
Yeah, Kendra, Anton, I think I forget who else. He's got some big.
Understand that nigga unrestrained.
He doesn't care.
He doesn't care. He's that nigga.
He's hilarious.
Yeah, I think he's definitely got content.
So from that standpoint, again, American Man said JP decides to bring his act to other channels. That's his choice. He can force people to pay him. Bro, I saw JP on.
Yeah, I said it. I mean,
you said it too, Bluejay, and I saw JP fucking chin check 90s. That nigga gave me. He told me chin check these bitches, and I chin check 90s the same way JP said. Nigga, cut my shit off. Turn the radio off, nigga. Turn the radio off.
I heard you say that. Yeah, I didn't see that.
Were you watching 90s when I told him?
No, I heard you. I was watching some of your show. Like I forget, was it this morning you said it? Because I was behind in the stream. I was watching a little bit behind, and then
I am
I
reading a
just
blue.
fast forwarded it. But whenever you said it, you were telling the story about it, and I was like, wow. And even Nitish, but yeah, Nitish does a lot of reviews, so I'm not surprised.
That's all he got. That's all he got.
I used to go over there a little bit, but I don't think he'd like me or something because he never says hi to me.
I made that bitch work that night. I said, nigga, you got to work tonight. Because I'm going to interrupt you midstream and wake your fat, roly-poly ass up.
Oh my gosh. So do you think he just has a screensaver that's him asleep and he gets up and does other shit? Mm-hmm. I kind of suspect that.
No.
No?
But, let me explain something to you about Black's Bluejay.
Oh, God. Okay.
Remember that night you up on JP, they were screaming and JP said, I ain't got no problem with Bluejay. Bluejay ain't no bitch.
Oh, yeah. He said I'm loyal. Is that what you're talking about?
You know why you say you ain't no bitch? Black men respect white women. They respect white people.
Well, I got his back too on a lot of things. Like when he got his domestic violence case dropped but people still kept accusing him of being an abuser. I'm like, no, the case is dropped. You guys need to stop that. And they're like, oh, you're just defending a degenerate, abusive man, black man. I'm like, what are you talking about? And so I get accused of being a white savior, but actually I'm like, I would say the same thing no matter what race the person. If the charges are dropped, you cannot accuse them of a crime anymore. Like, it's just ridiculous.
Bluejay, you ever listen to Stanley?
Yeah, I've been on Stanley's panel several times.
What do you think about Stanley? Give me a quick, concise.
Okay, I think that Stanley is very he's not like he doesn't want to hear people's opinions, or maybe he does, but he doesn't like. I feel like he misinterprets what I say because he cuts me off a little bit, and he assumes what I'm saying before I actually say it. Like last time I said, I forget. I said, "Oh, that's." You were saying, you're talking about him. It was the last one you guys got in the big thing, and he came over here. It was right before the blow up. I was actually on his panel, and I'm like, "Hey, do you not like me anymore?" Because sometimes in other chats he gives me a real hard time if I'm on the panel, and I can't tell if he's kidding or not. So I was just asking. But I went up there, and I think maybe because he was so irritated with you, he was being like really harsh on me, and he told me I'm not bright, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm glad I came up here, but I'll go, So I think he's depends on his mood, and sometimes he's just like, you can't get it through, but sometimes he's really pleasant to talk to. So I mean, I can't really say that he's all good or all bad. I mean, overall, I would say he's been nice to me. I will say that.
Why do you think he's been nice to you and then he called Mason a bitch?
I don't know. I don't know if he's thinking she's somebody else, because she's not a bitch.
No, he knows who she is because he pointed to her directly and he said, that's a bitch. I don't know what else he said.
But she wasn't on the screen, and at first,
because she was on the screen, she was walking around Manhattan, not unlike what Joe got done. She wasn't even fucking talking. He said, that black bitch. Yeah,
I heard him say, who's Nasus? And then he said, she can't even speak, like, I don't forget for the word, but basically, like, you can't understand or whatever, the way she speaks. And then he said, she's a bitch. And he said, but she's cute. So I was like, well, wait, he's seen her. But he asked who's niece. So I was a little confused, but I thought, wow, like, that's a strong word, calling someone a bitch. I think it's kind of rude. And especially not to their face. I don't like people that gossip. So you notice people talk about me in your chat and everywhere else. I don't respond. In fact, most of them are blocked. I can't see them. Yours I can, because they scroll up the screen and I just ignore them again.
Well, he didn't call her a bitch to her face. He called her a bitch on his channel.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't even to her face, which is worse.
Yeah, and why do you think he did that?
I don't know if he was trying to impress who he was talking to, whoever that was. I don't remember who it was, but it was really odd. It struck me as took me off guard.
Oh, you saw him call her a bitch.
Oh, I saw it on yours, because I was watching your stream earlier, and you were logged in, or you were tuned into his channel. That's how I saw it.
But you never seen him call a white woman a bitch, have you? Or maybe Lindy Lou.
Oh, I can't remember, but I've heard him say some pretty strong names, so I'm gonna venture to say I probably have. I've heard him stop himself. I almost said it, and I didn't. But I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I wouldn't remember who, though.
All right, I'm gonna play this clip for you. Damn.
Okay.
Something got in my eye here. God damn. It sounds like I know he's not talking about much on his channel.
But yeah, American Man, I wasn't trying to give him business advice or anything. I was just saying something jokingly, like, oh, everybody should be paying you or something, like that.
But that came from me, right? American Man, that idea came from me, right? That was seeded in your mind from me, correct? Bluejay?
Yeah, you've been saying like he is the show.
He's the content, right?
Yeah.
You ever heard me say, somebody go get JP and bring that fucking nigger up here? Right?
And you
We need
also
him.
say that they won't kick him off no matter what. They let him take over and nobody stops him.
That's right, because he brings in the super chats. He brings in
And
the money. He brings
like when Bob kicked him off and you said immediately 2 people said bring him back.
and right, and you know, that's true. And Bob had to pay to kick JP off. None of the other niggas generate any content, right? Where you say, hey man, kick him off, he cooking.
Yeah, it was Kev at first because I think at first Kev was like enough of him, let's change the subject, and then he said something about you got a fat white woman, and then they kicked JP off right then, and then he's like bring him back. Now I got some smoke. I wasn't gonna say anything, but now I'm mad. I want to argue. You know.
And when they kicked him off, they continued to talk about whom?
Exactly.
Who?
For 20 minutes, JP.
How much for JP? See, do you
Yep.
understand, like the power of JP? This is what I'm saying. This is a man that can generate attention because he's very unrestrained black man, similar to that nigga Galt.
Yeah, and you can tell because in public, it's one thing to sit down in front of your computer and have like a planned, oh, I'm going to be outlandish. But when you're a public and it's off the cuff and you just say something to the cashier or, whoever, and it's like crazy and funny, that's more like, that's really, truly understand. I think that's why his content does stand out is because it's so spontaneous, and he has no shame. So that helps. Right? I think John had it. I think he stepped away. I can't see anything. Oh, Ryan, can you hear me?
Hey, what's up?
Oh, no, Mitch. Okay. How you been?
I'm pretty good. Just chilling. Just finishing up here.
Bluejay, you know what's interesting?
Mm-hmm.
I was watching Stanley troll art yesterday or the day before, whatever fucking day you trolling.
Oh, okay. Oh, in the chat?
Yeah, you remember that?
I don't really remember what he said about art. I remember because he addressed me when he first got on there and said me and Solid Snake were stupid or something like that. We're dumb.
So anyway, so Stanley was trolling art in the chat. And Stanley was on his own panel, not talking about anything of his own mind. And he's playing Bob's channel, trolling Bob's channel.
So he was like playing it at the same time.
Right. And and I said to him, I said, bro, like, and I've been hard on art, but you can't say that Young God didn't give him some advice. Take over it what you will. But I gave him some advice that was, I thought it was solid.
Yeah, I can tell that you have his best interest in mind. I mean, Art and I fought for probably 6 streams that we were even on together.
One more time for me. I need that to be clear. You say you can see I had
his best interest in mind, yeah.
But I pushed him a little hard, probably a little bit harder than anyone else would push him. But I ain't call him you ugly motherfucker. I ain't say anything like that. No pussy. I ain't do that. JP came at him harder than I ever did. And
he did?
Right, JP. He was on the panel that night.
Yeah, now I think they're cool because he's been on there. But yeah, I didn't.
But what I'm saying is, I've been in business all my life. And to allow that man to be attacked by an alpha black male, you would destroy his confidence because.
Hold on. Can you answer a question, John, for me?
Sure.
What do you mean by an alpha? I don't see him as that.
Who?
He's literally dependent on the state for survival.
Right. I got you. I know what you're thinking.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but within the black community, he's an alpha.
Oh, wow.
He's the one.
His presentation, it's large.
Yeah, he's an alpha. He's big, dark skinned, unrestrained, right? He's an alpha among a lot of restrained black men. He's fucking alpha. And so he dominates men that are restrained, like Art. That's not a criticism of art. That's just the way it is. Art, maybe got more. I don't know what he does for a living, but he might got a job.
I knew the chat was going to trash me for saying it.
I don't know. I kind of push back on that because I remember Art was like throwing JP off the panel
but
many times.
What I'm saying is, when JP was criticizing Art was like, "Yo, this content, bro. I'll take whatever."
Oh yeah, okay,
right, and that's it. And I'm saying to myself, I'm saying to my audience, like, there's a difference between views and content. This is JP's content. This will make people want to listen to JP, not Art. What he was doing up there will make people want to say, you know, I'm going to check out JP channel. That nigga be clowning. And then the next day you show up at JP channel, he's slipping, falling in the fucking grocery store. You ain't gave hours. Because no other niggas are going to do no shit, wild shit like that.
I know.
That they struggling in. JP ain't got no fucking job. He telling you stupid ass niggas. Look, you know what JP tell these niggas? Hey, my nigga. Anybody reach out to JP, you fucking around, bump into him, you say, bro, you got an airline junk off. I promise you. This is what JP tell them niggas, right? This is what JP tell them.
And just to see a pile of water and to think to do that. Like, that's just, most people are like, oh, whoa, and then go around it. You know what I mean? Like, his instinct was like, I'm going to play a joke. Like, this is funny.
If you have to pay for that out your pocket with your job, nigga, you gonna at least pay about at least $5,000 to $6,000. That's a 5-bedroom single family home in a rich in an upper class community.
How many kids your sister got?
8.
Right.
Oh, that's kind of still cramped.
That's the point that I'm trying to make.
No, ain't no cramp in there.
What are you trying to make, though?
You gotta be careful with that, though, JP, because you said that you can make. What up, JP? How you doing, bro? This pastor.
What's going on, Pastor?
What up, Freezy? But you living in. If you have to pay for that out your pocket with your job, nigga, you gonna at least pay about at least $5,000 to $6,000. That's a 5
You see how them niggas shut the fuck up.
Would you pay $5,000 or $6,000 though for a bit?
I don't think that's correct, by the way. So,
but it'd probably be about half that.
But
maybe
the bigger point that I'm making is when he talked, JP, when JP talked, niggas listen.
It was quiet.
He like, EF motherfucking hood. JP, right on like this.
I can't believe that people actually are. It may be entertaining, but I don't think anyone's looking at this as a good thing. You know, like, hey, this guy's great. He's really smart. You guy's a brilliant man. You know?
Well, good or bad, right? We just had 2 white people, Bluejay and Angry Snowman, say, yeah, that nigga, that entertaining. What?
Well, here's the thing. I know him more, so I've had serious conversations with him. I've heard him in discussions with men that are real. So I don't just see him when he's being kind of silly. I see him like when he's also giving like, you know, insight too. So I think that might be why too.
Hold on, that makes my point even more. That he ain't just some stupid one-dimensional nigga.
No, he's smart.
Yeah.
So maybe it's different than you're describing. If he said, listen, this is how screwed up it is. I get paid this much. Like, I get paid. This is how screwed up the system is. I would kind of understand where he's coming from. Like, hey, man, I make more money not doing anything than doing it.
He does stuff, though. He has jobs.
He does. But he does it in a way opposite of be brave. Hold on for a minute. I got my butt. Hey, Philippe, man, I'm live streaming. Philippe, I'm live, and I'm sitting in these motherfucking niggas' hair on fire, Philippe. So you might not want to be affiliated with me right now because I'm real hot. I'm setting niggas' hair on fire.
Jesus.
Philippe, I tell you what. You told me that you put your house in the hands of a realtor. Why?
Oh, because I don't feel like dealing with I don't feel like dealing with any of them people anymore. You know,
nigga, don't pull that news.
Oh, he held back.
Don't pull that news trick on me, bro. What people are you referring to?
Young teens.
I ain't dealing with any people anymore.
Somebody was talking over you. You're not dealing with anyone. Any who?
Oh, sorry.
I'm not dealing with any more poor Black housing voucher recipients.
So you told me that when you went down to that motherfucking housing office, you said you couldn't believe how privileged them welfare niggers were behaving.
Yeah. They were walking around with all these different requirements about I need this, I need that in the house, I need this, and it's all free money for them. Many of them, you know, they have, you know, 2 and 3 kids following them around. Oh, I can't have this, I can't have that, I can't have a house that, you know, I need a basement that's finished. I need this, I need that. And it's all free for them. Or pretty much free.
So you said, man, fuck this shit. I just put in the hands of real. I don't even want to look at these niggas though. But how did you like looking at them? Were they pretty, attractive, nice looking women?
Fat, out of shape, ghetto, black niggas. Almost all women. Maybe 1 or 2 guys.
Oh shit. So you said, man, fuck it. You said it was sad.
It's real sad. It's real sad to be sitting there watching them. Well, it's not sad. It was more kind of a waste of my time. You know, and irritating to see these dumb, poor.
Wait! I got
getting all this free money, walking around talking about all these things that they need to have.
How you know they were dumb?
You could tell they were dumb. Just talk to them. And the same way you know the ones that you read to are dumb.
Philippe, man, hold on, bro. Philippe, man, I wish I could play this shit. I can't play. Hold on. Philippe, I had Negro Magic the other day. I think I got it, Philippe. Hold on, let me see. Hold on. Philippe, can you hear me? Philippe. Damn. See if I can get him. Philippe. Damn. Philippe, I really got to play this for you, man. Give me 1 second. As I was telling Philippe, the list is getting longer of blacks in certain industries that you cannot rent to. So, Philippe, I told you, do not rent to Uber drivers, and you rented to a black-ass Uber driver, and he got his motherfucking ass. He lost his job, correct, Philippe?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The list is getting longer, and now you cannot rent to blacks in the restaurant industry. I've been through this, been that way for a long time. So I had an old YN, old nigga. And so the old nigger, he was worked out of the restaurant industry because of the Hispanics. He ran around here on one of these fucking upright scooters. You know the upright scooter where you stand up. It's a fucking scooter, Philippe. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And that fuck nigga broke his ribs. You hear me? Did I just lose Philippe? God damn. Yeah, hold on. Give me 1 second. So Philippe is a landlord here in Washington D.C. and he has been looking to rent his property there to a welfare recipient in Washington D.C. And you've heard his thoughts about the welfare recipients. Ryan, what do you think about that?
What do I think? What renting to Section 8 or welfare recipients?
What do you think about what?
I think you have to protect your property with double drywall and shit like that. Like if you go on Section 8, you got to really make it. Cabinets, 3/4 inch plywood, oak ply. Don't go cheap, or it tends to get damaged by the renters, Section 8 renters. So double up the drywall. Kind of make it super duty. You know what I mean? And again, kitchen cabinets, 3/4 inch oak plywood. You can knock them down. Nothing real fancy, but you definitely want to have good hinges in there. No high end appliances. They'll get replaced every turn.
It's a voice.
But it's guaranteed money. You never chase people for rent, but just be prepared to kind of absorb any foregone security deposit. So.
Man, that shit ain't. Listen, I'm gonna knock a. I want to knock a hole through that. To be honest with you.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It's not guaranteed money. Trust me.
Why not? They do inspections, but as long as you keep it together, you'll get your money.
Well, the reason why I say it's not guaranteed money is because the one thing that you end up becoming like a social worker. Here's an example of what I mean. So let's say you have a woman and DC government offers some summer jobs for the blacks for the summer. Mm-hmm. They do these things. And then you have she go get her summer job. And you know what she's not gonna do? Report it to the housing authority. Then I'm working.
Yeah. Okay.
And then what happens?
Yeah. Then that's a problem.
Then when the housing authority catches up with her, you know who they're gonna punish?
I guess the landlord.
The landlord.
That's crazy. So you are you're like a probation officer at that point.
Well, you suffer
in a sense. Yeah.
Like if she doesn't report her paperwork, hey, big government, I'm working now. Raise my rent. That's effectively what she's saying when she goes and tell her social worker, hey, I'm working now. Now they're about to raise your rent. So she's not going to tell them.
Yeah.
Think about that shit. Nigger, I went to jail off that shit.
You did?
Yeah, nigga, I went to jail. Listen.
Holy shit.
I had a bitch that, like, typically when most people go down to the housing authority, they're arguing about money owed. I wanted to wear that bitch to get the fuck out of my house. So I went down there like, damn, stop paying me. I want to tell her, look, stop paying me because I don't want you, like they can reach into your bank account.
Yeah.
Sign up for HUD, they can go into your bank account. So I went down to HUD and said, look, my intention was stop paying me. Don't pay me any more fucking money. I want this woman gone. Yeah, she's still here, but I want her gone. And I had a gun in my bag. Mm-hmm.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, and that's why I was arrested. But luckily I didn't run, which saved my ass because,
yeah,
I was able to beat the charge, right? So,
was it registered? It was registered, right?
No, I wasn't registered. I don't register nothing. Calls and money.
Hey, John. I have to take off, but I will definitely be back, and I'll come up next time soon. That way we can have a better conversation.
You don't have to come up.
I don't mind. I do it all the time. I actually like to. I like the facial expressions. I just kind of was in a rush today, but I appreciate you inviting me up, and I'll definitely be around. I've been in your chat. I've been watching your shows on the replays and stuff too. So I enjoy it.
Yeah. So anyway,
he's in the house. Hey,
right,
see you, Bluejay. Good talking to you, Bluejay.
You too.
And so, so I didn't run, man. That was actually the luckiest thing I did. That if I had run out, they would have convicted me. But I didn't run. Luckily,
yeah, you can't.
Yeah,
But so you were in DC proper with no permit or anything, huh?
Man, I don't fucking believe in this shit.
Dude, you can't man. You can't bring anything into DC. Nothing. Like I got a concealed permit. I don't go anywhere near the district, man.
I know.
It's nasty.
I know about all this shit. Yeah, I understand. You shouldn't.
No, I'm not. Believe me. Absolutely not. I don't have a vehicle. Nowhere.
Hey, did you hear what Pam Bundy said about those shotguns and rifles in DC? If you have a registered shotgun and rifle, they're not going to enforce DC law. Man, Trump is changing. They're not going to enforce DC laws against guns and shotguns and rifles. Did you hear about this?
I heard, and I just don't know what to think of it yet. I mean, none of the people in DC have weapons other than the criminals.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
By and large, think about it. I mean, you think all these fucking people own guns in DC? Nobody does. It's hard to have a gun in DC.
Don't make me be brave here, Ryan. Come on, Ryan. We
You
talking
want to put me in the back? I was in the back 100 times.
I'm just joking. Now we're talking about people's rights to have one. You may be traveling through on your way to Virginia. These fucking ghetto ass DC police pull you over. A hunting flag, a hunting ammo or a camper, some kind of shit on your truck. They pull you over and now you're in jail.
Yeah.
For a fucking rifle. New York does that.
Yeah.
In New York, you go to Long Island to go hunting. You going to prison, bro. You going to prison.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy the state by state. I know once I get down south, I can pretty much do whatever I want. But Pennsylvania is a problem, Delaware's a problem, DC is a problem. So, I'm selective.
Well, they that's what Pam Bundy is talking about. I call a shotgun charge too. I call it what? Did they charge me a shotgun?
A shotgun?
No, wait a minute. They didn't charge me with shotgun. They charged me with the pistol and the ammunition. This is a separate charge. A separate charge, yeah.
I mean, John, if people are allowed to do it, it might actually help.
Let me tell you something interesting. How I caught this gun charge. This is the shotgun effect of blacks. I'm coming home one day. I'm a working citizen. And I was a young man, and there had been a shooting on my block. So I'm from Alabama. I ain't no police. I had never experienced no shit like this. Police jumping, what's interesting, right? You saw me on the news.
Yeah, I saw the footage.
And so the shooting, this is gonna blow your mind, Ryan. There are police stationed there in front of the shooting 24 hours a day.
I'm sure.
24 hours a day. And the shooting happened in front of the police officer and behind the police officer.
Yeah.
It's fucking amazing, right? Nobody saw anything, right? Anyway, it's fucking amazing.
Is that so, John? Is that Ward 8? Is that Ward 8?
Yeah, it's Ward 8, yeah.
So Ward 8 is I just read it's more dangerous than Juarez, Mexico. It's now. Listen, Ward 8 is more dangerous than Baltimore now. So congrats on that.
I don't know if it's that bad.
It is. No, listen, dude. I read that per capita, based on the population size, et cetera, it's actually worse than Baltimore overall. But yet DC's saying, "Oh no, crime is down," and I'm like, "It's not, obviously." So those crime statistics are bullshit. They're lying.
You know what I would say the difference between DC and Baltimore? There's always going to be the difference between DC and Baltimore.
What's
the
that?
poor people here have a lot of money.
Well, I know.
It's really kind of amazing, to see the poor people. They don't struggle for anything, cable packages, shit like that.
It's really. I mean, dude, this guy came. I saw this video where this guy came in from Canada. And he goes around all cities. I mean, all of them. And he rode in Baltimore for 4 hours. And he said, of all the cities I've been to, the slums in Baltimore are the worst I've seen. And they're the largest. They go left, north, south, east, west in every direction. And Baltimore's got it tough, man. And it's just that idiot, that idiot keeps saying it's great. Brandon Scott, So what are you talking about?
Yes,
you need to get some businesses in there, get some tax base going. I mean, to be able to fix all this shit up. It's unbelievable.
Man,
so, he's run all the businesses out. He run all the businesses out of there.
Ryan, let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
Why do you think Stanley stayed around knowing that he disagreed? He called me such a virulent racist. Before you answer that question,
I don't know why. It was a weird combo. It was a good combo, but it was.
let me ask you this question: does that make me more dangerous than Be Brave? He says I'm more racist than Be Brave.
Well, I think he sees it like since you are part of the community, so to speak, the internal is worse than the external. Maybe I don't know his view, and I just know that he said it's more dangerous, it's more damaging than it coming from Be Brave. So that's
He said I'm a purely racist.
The internal criticism is worse, is what. But look, I don't know what his thoughts are. I honestly thought you guys were kind of bantering somewhat. I didn't realize that it was a true animosity or a true issue. I thought it was more just you guys would go at each other, kind of.
Do you think I'm more dangerous than Be Brave? Right.
I don't know if anyone's dangerous. I mean, like in terms of, if you're on YouTube getting all your thoughts from YouTube, you probably are dangerous already. You know what I mean? Like I've heard people say they get the news from Stanley, and I'm like, well, you probably should try like a publication or something crazy like that. So actual, maybe the Post or the Wall Street Journal or something. So,
damn, Stanley's still showing me. Come on, Stanley. Now, I thought I had him turn the TV off, and he back at it again. Jesus Christ.
I honestly thought maybe you guys were going at each other a little dramatically.
Did you hear what he said? Where he said, John Galt took a hit, and that's a win for me. Do you hear him say that?
I think yes, and I think.
Okay, what do you think right now?
Here's what I think. Okay, I think that he doesn't like the message that you have, and he thinks it's anti-black, as you know, and he thinks that stymieing that he sees it as damaging. That damaging message is a positive for him, or positive overall, right? So I think that's his view. And I don't think he means it personally, but I think what he's saying is, hey, man, what you're doing isn't good. So if it doesn't work for you, then that's okay,
So why do you think he just didn't leave?
I don't know the answer to that. I think he did slowly start to set up his channel and things. I
told him to do all that. Like, hey, man, stop streaming on my channel.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I like Stanley. I think he's a good. I mean, it's an interesting conversation, and different backgrounds. I understand. Like, he's even can get really kind of like anti-white. Like, well, whites are this and whites are that, and I'm like, okay. In a sense, he sounds like Be Brave in a way, right? And but I try to frame it in perspective. Like, here's a guy from Georgia whose parents probably saw tremendous amounts of racism. So I try to understand his perspective in that regard. He's probably saw it too in the military, and I think that's why he has such a view like he does, So, but that's his perspective. He's a 60-year-old man that grew up in Georgia.
You kind of like some affirmative action for him.
What's that?
You kind of have some affirmative action for him.
What do you mean? What do you mean by affirmative action?
You start talking about his parents and what they may have seen and so on, and so forth.
I think if you don't look at where someone comes from or their perspective or what they've experienced, it's hard to, you know what I mean? Like, you got to kind of, some of his shit, I'd say, okay, well, this is because he would say, like, every fucking white person's a racist. Well, and against black people per se, like, things are, and I'm like, well, that's not the case. Like, I always say, like, the conservatives love patriotic black people. Like, come on, like Byron Donalds are like, yeah, so, and like, he kind of off base on that, so, but his perspective is coming from the South, and